The Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, jewelry, letter jackets, yearbooks, graduation products, and more online at jhacompany.com. I'm Danny Brewer. Welcome to the Coaches Show this morning. You know, I'm happier than a horse in the hay barn because I got Riverdale head football coach Will Kriesky. Coach Kriesky, how are you this morning?
Good, doing good this morning. How are you doing?
Well, outstanding. I mean, let's think about it. We got a wonderful September day. Sun shining. Pennsylvania Derby's later today. Cotillion, $2 million races. You know, Riverdale had a huge performance last night. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the Highway 99 rivalry. You play in Rockville. They are your neighbor. So games like that are kind of can be good news, bad news. But last night it was all good news for Riverdale.
Yeah, kids played really well. You know, Malachi Tellin came out and played really well for us. You know, we're really proud of the progression he's made each week, and you know the offense guys around him are trusting him and getting a lot of confidence. And you know when he's in, you know the offense is kind of clicking. He threw 4 touchdown passes last night, ran one in for a touchdown, and you know, he was able to spread the ball around, I think, every receiver but Malik Hicks. And Malik Hicks had a great night receiving receptions. He just didn't get in the end zone. But besides that, every skill, he was the only skilled kid that did not get in. Xavier Watkins got a touchdown. Cam Booker got a touchdown. Kadarian Fletcher got 2 touchdowns. Caden Bailey got a touchdown. So, you know, it was a good night.
So, Coach, we like horses that get out of the gate good. Dragoon Guard, he's a morning line favorite in the Pennsylvania Derby. He's a horse that likes to get out of the gate and go. You got out of the gate good last night. And in games like this, when you know you don't know for sure what's going to happen, everybody's amped up, is it good to get off to a great start?
Yeah, it is. It's good to get off to a start and keep that momentum going, you know, especially against, like you said, a rival team. A few years ago, we went down there and got off to a real bad start, and they got after us, and they beat us. And so we kept reminding the kids that. And, you know, we had a bad taste from the last time we'd been there. So it was good for us, you know, first 2 times we had the ball, be able to get in the end zone, get a touchdown, and get up 14-0 real quick in the first quarter and have all the momentum. And then our defense feeds off that momentum. And I thought our defensive line played really well again and controlled the line of scrimmage. I thought our linebackers ran to the ball really well, and then the secondary did a good job. You know, they got it. Their quarterback, Rockville's quarterback's really special, and he did some special things and was able to scramble out of the pocket and make some plays. And I thought our guys did a good job trying to contain him. You know, he's a young junior, and he's got a bright future ahead of him. And I thought just to be able to keep him contained was a good accomplishment last night.
So, Coach, you know, offense 42 points. That's fantastic. Defense 7 points. You guys you've earned kind of a little bit of a reputation as far as being a very good defensive coach and a good defensive teams every year. So, the last few weeks you haven't given up much. So, what's better for you? Are they obviously they're both good, but 42 points or 7 points?
Well, you know, I've been a big, you know, guy with defense and all that, and you know that's why I hired Coach Rail. He does an excellent job. He's on that side of the ball, and you know he's a mastermind and gets those kids lined up and get them going, and they play hard. They play really hard, and all those guys on the defensive side, all those coaches do a great job of getting those guys prepared each week to play. But you know, 3 years ago I hired Justin Barnes, and he's kind of changed my mentality offensively, and you know we went from, you know, kind of a ball control offense to let's get the ball in the air and let's score some points. And you know, 42-7, I think I'm pleased on both sides. Yeah, I'd like to 42-0, but you know, when you play talented teams, they're going to score points, and Rockville was able to get 7 points on us. But also, you know, with what Coach Barnes has done to the offensive side and helped change my philosophy of the offense, I'm really ecstatic about the 42.
I know that you employ a 2-quarterback system most every game. Talk about what that does for you offensively as far as keeping the opponent off balance depending on who's back there.
Yeah, you know, like I said, Malachi, you know, he's kind of coming in his own and playing well right now, and Dante's still learning and getting better. Dante's getting better every week. He come in in the second quarter and got some snaps and played some snaps in the second quarter, and then came in at the end of the game and played a few more snaps and was able to get the ball down the field. And he's getting better every week. He's just young. He's a 15-year-old sophomore, and it's going to take time with him. But him and Malachi work really well together, and Malachi's helping him grow each week in practice. And, it kind of, they're similar but different, and Dante's more of a runner and will take off and go. And Malachi can sit in the pocket and scramble and make those hard throws. Something that Dante will get to as he progresses in this phase. But I'm proud of both of them.
Coming into the season, running the football is still one of your good facets of your offense. But the passing game last night, I mean, how about that? 234 yards throwing, 14 out of 19 for Malachi. You got to be awful proud of that.
Yeah, I'm real proud of what he did and was able to do last night, especially with the motions of the game and things like that. And Dominic Taylor took a helmet to the knee and kind of had a bruise, so we didn't play him after the first quarter. And Caden Bailey came in, and Caden Bailey had 2 touchdowns last night. I think that says a lot about him, just the role that he plays. And I feel like we just got a bunch of role players on offense, and that's good when you got a bunch of role players that are satisfied with just doing their job and not really the selfish type that I got to have the ball or I got to score. And it's good to see that. And also, man, they did Malachi and Coach Barnes did a good job making sure they all got touches and was able to advance the football.
When you have guys who have roles and they embrace that, man, it's got to make you feel good because that's embracing the team concept, which I know is one of the things that you preach.
Yeah, and it's hard these days with all the social media and things that go on and all these offers that kids get. But I think the team has kind of embraced that with the culture that we have, and we talk about it and we preach our culture all the time and try to make it a standard. And, I feel like the kids this group has bought into it and done a really good. They've so far through the we're at halfway point of the season, and with 5 games in, I think they've done a really good job because each week you face some type of adversity. And nowadays, teenagers have a hard time facing adversity and how to handle adversity. And you got to keep teaching them and keep working with them and keep, they're going to make mistakes. And if you don't teach them the right way and how to handle adversity during tough times, then you won't have success. And I think this group has really bought into that and really done a good job. I've seen J.C. Haynes grow up this year. I've mentioned Malik Hicks several times. I've watched him grow up from the spring till now. Same thing, Kadarian Fletcher. I'm really proud of him and what he's done. Cam Booker each week has gotten better. So, I've seen guys grow up. And on the defensive side, you got Cam Darden's working really hard. Bronson Cripps is doing a great job back there. And also, we Hudson Fuqua is doing a phenomenal job. And, even Reams has come in and really surprised us. And this year we've been fortunate to have a lot of skill kids where we got depth. Zayden Jones is another kid that's been injured and is coming back slowly, and we didn't have to rush him back through his injury because we got depth in the secondary and depth at the receiver spot, and he's kind of a backup role right now until he gets 100%. But, we've been fortunate, with our depth this year.
Depth, that's one of those things that football coaches dream about because in today's world, especially here in Rutherford County, because there's so many schools and the talent can be spread out a little bit, having depth is a major asset. Yeah,
it's real big. It's huge. It helps you not only on offense and defense, but special teams. We got quality kids playing on special teams, and they take pride in that special teams and going down the field and making plays. And I'm really proud of all the coaches that invest their time in special teams to make sure we play, do our job. And I thought all the kids have bought into special teams, and they played special teams really hard last night and did a really good job.
You mentioned Caden Bailey. I want to talk a little bit more about him. 3 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown, 41 yards rushing. So the kids kind of do it on both ways. Having a dual threat back like that got to be good for you.
Yeah, it's good. And like I said, he's really improved and really impressed us and worked really hard this offseason. And, he, like I said a few weeks ago, he was a kid that's been a scout team player and just taking a beating, for 2 years. And now he's filled in his role, and him and DJ rotate. And it's good that DJ don't have to take, all the carries and take a beating, and it's good. They're a good swap up. DJ's a hard physical runner, and Caden Bailey's kind of that scat back out of the backfield, and he does a good job with his role also.
Coach, you've talked about growth and maturity and all that kind of stuff. Pleased with where you're at. I mean, like you said, we're halfway through the season. We've blinked our eyes, and now we're 5 games in. Talk about where you think your team is at right now, because 4-1 Riverdale, right?
Yeah, we're sitting 4-1 right now, and I'm proud of the growth, and we just got to keep this mindset and keep trying to get better. Like last week, we came and got better and got really focused on the things that we needed to improve on, and we got to do that again this week. We got I think Coffee County's 4-1. Or no, they're 3-2. I'm sorry, they've lost to Page and Shelbyville, but they're a real physical team, and we can't take anybody lightly, and we have to come to work. And if we take care of Riverdale and get Riverdale better, we'll see improvements each week. So
you want to know in the district, but when we talk about your pre-district, going to Smyrna, playing Germantown, playing teams like that, that's obviously prepared you feel like for the district?
Yeah, I think you have to play tough teams like that and be ready. And I think seeing all the speed from Germantown and Beach and Henry County and the physicality from all three of those teams, and Smyrna, seeing what they opening game and the physicality we had there and their speed and the skill positions, I think that helped us get prepared for these games and these next few region games that we need. And it's a tough region, and you have to be ready and you have to be on top of your game each week.
Coffee County come to town. It's a region game, not a county game as far as one of your Rutherford County rivalries. But talk about the excitement of a team that's not from right around here coming to your house in a big league game.
Yeah, they always bring a big crowd, and they're always fired up. And they're excited to come play Riverdale. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of times it's a faster trip for Coffee to Riverdale than it is from Riverdale to Oakland. So they'll bring a lot of crowd, and it's kind of like you said, kind of gotten a little rivalry with us, and it'll be good for us. We're going to dedicate and have a big ceremony before the game, dedicating the turf, and having all the donors out there. So it's going to be a real special night before kickoff.
The turf, I mean, that's been a huge addition for Riverdale, right? I mean, in many aspects, not only in football, but in all sports, right?
Yeah, it's been good. Everybody's been able to use it. We have 2 middle schools that play there, so a lot of times we don't even get to practice on it during the week just because we have freshman games on Monday, a middle school game on Tuesday, or a soccer game on Tuesday, and then another middle school game will have to be on Wednesday. So the month of September, we've had somebody on the field every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But like we talked about, it's a community thing, and that's what you want turf for, to be able to let these kids use it and let the community use it. And I'm proud that our soccer team's able to use it, and all the other sport leagues are able to use it. And it's been really good for our community, and it gets a lot of people on our campus and see what's going on our campus. We have a lot of new additions going on, and the campus is looking nice, and I'm proud of everything that's going on there.
Coach Will Kriesky, appreciate your time. Wish you the best of luck. 4-1 Riverdale. Man, lots of great things are happening over there. So get on over there and watch them this Friday when they host Coffee County. Appreciate your time, Coach. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin, who will work with you to develop a complete tailored strategy to help you achieve your financial goals. That's Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint,